Women who did not have children. My mother used to make medicine for them. But the room where he used to take women, only my mother and their maid could not go to that room. But when I got married, then there was no child. I said, Mother, make medicine for me. Mother refused very hard. And one day I asked his maid to help me. That day, the maid went to her mother's house to hide her face. Mother asked him, Why are you slapping your face? He said that I have a bad face. My face is on fire. The next day, I went to the mother's room instead of the servant. And then I saw the incident. Seeing that, I almost lost my life. My mother's name is Shobana. She was the most educated woman of her time. And the village was the first such girl. That was the doctor. But his studies are not complete. Because his father left this world. Then my mother started treating childless women. And so one day he got married to my father. And then I came into this world. And now I am of marriageable age. My mother used to treat women in the house. And the woman who was treated, there would definitely be children in his house. Mother was an educated woman. But one incident was very strange, and that is why the mother had made a separate house, where he treated all the women. I was 18 years old. But till then I didn't open that room to see what was inside. Only my mother and her maid could go there. He was the same age as my mother. He was my mother's happy and sad companion. My mother knew him before marriage. And now they both became very dear friends of each other. But one event was strange. That is that sometimes his screams came from that room. Hearing the sound, it seemed that a woman was giving birth at that time. But no woman was born here. Then why is the sound of shouting? I tried to go home too. But mom never took me inside. And my father would not take home. My father's mouth was closed by my mother with money. Because a lot of money came to our house. Mother used to see a patient and took a few thousand rupees. And when they would know that has solved their problem, then they used to bring everything sweet clothes for us. Every week such things came to the house. I had gained weight by eating sweets. Father said how to marry her. The body has become so heavy. No one will marry him. Dad used to say this jokingly. I really wanted to marry. I used to say that it is good, marry me. Yes, marry me. Wow, my head immediately turned to marriage. Mother saw a good relationship and married me. My husband was good. But my parents used to have a lot of fun. I had a very good life, and sometimes I came to my father's house. At that time, everyone in the house would meet. And my mother's servant spent all his life with his mother. He gave the marriage of his 3 daughters with the money of this job. And made his own house. But I do not know that they were treated like this. My mother bought a big machine. It seemed very expensive. It was falling outside my room. Because it needed people to carry it in. I asked mom what it was. Mom said it was a big machine for medical doctors. I asked, What do you do with this machine, mother? You treat the operation, you don't do it. But mother said that I need this machine very much. And our work can be done twice as well for this machine. I said that what will you earn so much money? If you do a lot, mother, now you relax a little. Mother said what happens in life without money? Money is something that is needed every day. In my in-laws, my nuns were not having children. When I found out about that, I said that my mother is treating the whole world. Will do yours too. But the treatment is very expensive and the treatment costs a lot. Do not take at least money from us. We are relatives of your father-in-law. We are your relationship. When he was none of us, he was what my distant cousins had. But my mother-in-law said, tell your mother to treat it for free. Because the matter of the daughter-in-law's house. And now it was my in-laws. Because this is the first time my mother-in-law said anything to me. Or asked me to do something. When I told mom, she said, are you crazy? Know how much money this treatment costs? I told my mother that anything costs money. If you only have to give medicine, then give it. This is a question of my dignity. Your mother said a strange thing. Mother said to me like this, but your honor may be bad. I mean what I said. Why will the quality be bad? Mother said if we treat him and if he has no benefit then. I said, Mother, you have treated so far. They all benefit. Then my in-laws' relatives will not benefit. I tried hard to convince my mother. My father also said that the girls' in-laws matter. My mother scolded me. And also said never talk to me about this again. If you keep coming to me with your patients for treatment, so I will not treat at all. When I said, mother told me. When father said, mother agreed to treat. I told my father that my mother does not care. Dad said that he has become crazy by treating the disease day and night. Always enter that room. I asked if you have ever been to that room, father. Baba started talking when that house was being built. Then I went. Since then has not gone. There is nothing in that room, only the doctor's stuff. There is a table and 4 cupboards. But if this is the case, so why does the mother not let anyone go there? Then my nun's daughter was treated. I asked him, where did you sit? He told me that he was sitting in the dining room. I said that did not take you home. He said no, I was not taken to any room. 2 or 4 tests. Then the treatment began. And prescribed medicine. He said that if there is a child on the forehead, there is no treatment. I was surprised. My mother is treating the whole world, it can't be that my mother will not have children. Because my mother told the whole world that this treatment cannot be that the child will not. Only then people come. Spending millions of dollars. Now when mom is not getting money. That means he did not treat from the mind. My mother is so loving. Then I thought, let's see, maybe that will be the baby. My mother treated the list of nuns. But it was no use. He said, always praise your mother. I did not get any benefit. But your mother is a very good person, he said. That when God wants to have children. Nowadays people start saying different things if they don't have a baby for a month. I was worried too. Because I have been married for 8 months. My in-laws told me that your mother can treat you. You can take his advice. He also said that don't delay so that you don't end up like me again. Because then the people of this house will not forgive you. I am a member of this house. Even after that, how much they talked behind my back. And you are the daughter of the next house, so I don't know what your mother-in-law will say and do. I then became very worried. Because it's not too late. From now on, my mother-in-law began to talk a lot. He began to say that by this time happy news will come home. God bless. The nuns were treated for 4 years. But nothing happened. I have only been 7 months, let's see what happens. I was very concerned about the words and behavior of all of them. I went to the doctor without telling my husband and mother-in-law. And check up. He said to test. and said that you will know the results in 2 days. I said that I cannot come to take the test report. You will do one. Send me a report on the phone. He said, okay, take my number. The doctor was very good and understood that I could not hide and hide again and again. Only I know how I spent these 2 days. 2 days later, the doctor called and he told me the report. He said, you have a problem. And you can never be a mother. That's what I had to tell you. That you do not take a small treatment and take any medicine to destroy your body and life. Instead, you can have a baby with a test tube baby. And test tube baby treatment is not so easy. It costs a lot of money. But the doctor said more. That you are now a young woman and now in the early part of your marriage. Now it's just the beginning. Now your husband will agree. Later your groom will think what will happen after spending lakhs of rupees on a treatment where only 40% is correct without any guarantee. That's why boys spend lakhs of money and get married a second time. They get married and they give birth to children. I was very worried. I was crying all night. When the groom asked, I said that nothing happened. I was very sad. Because I never thought that this would happen to me. Then one day a girl from my village came to me. He said that your mother did not get treatment. And today I have 2 children. Today I am very happy. He thanked me. He began to praise my mother and said, God sent him with magic. The one who is treated will be fine. I was very happy with that woman. And as if I found peace in my heart. She told me I didn't have any kids until 9 years old. Treat it to your mother then, my baby. Your mother will know everything. I was surprised when he told me the words. And I asked everything Johanbo means. How is everything? He said that you know how to treat. I said that you know but I do not know. He said leave the word. My mother used to treat everyone for a month. I decided that I will not tell my groom. I will not tell my mother-in-law because they don't like me very much anyway. I will tell my mother everything. And he will be treated. Then I will not need to tell anyone. I went to the mother. Mother was very busy in the morning. It was in the room and did not come out. And I was not allowed to go home. And father was not home. I waited 4 hours for my mother. I was very angry. Then I told him, I have a problem. Mother asked what the problem is. The need for money. I said money is not needed. And then I told him what the doctor told me and then showed him the report. The doctor called me and told me. My mother said that yes, that is what the report says. What can be done now is a big problem. I said why? It is not a problem for you. You treat me. Mother said that if you ever say such things again, no one will be worse than me. I will not treat you. I said, Mother, it is the matter that you are feeding the whole family and I asked to eat when I saw the plate. Then you tell me that eating food is a sin. I was scolded by my mother so badly that it seemed that she would not treat me even if she died. I asked why not treatment. Father came there. I started crying. Father also saw that the girl came home after so long. On top of that, he is crying again. Parents always loved me. He told me, why are you crying? Then the mother said that for no reason he was asking for something. Mother did not tell father that I can never be a mother. And I asked for my treatment. But my mother does not want to treat me. One has made a mistake and the mother is lying about it again. Father said that why are you worried about me? And what you need I will bring you. I'm making tea for you right away. Father left from there. Mother said that whatever is happening, leave it to God. And Khabardar, if you talk about treatment here again, I will never treat you, and get this into your head. I came to my house, and I thought why my mother told me like that. First of all, my mother would not let me go home. Mom didn't take my friend to that room when I sent her to him. And his treatment did not. My mother still did not care. And today, when I am in danger, they do not want to treat me. There is a mess. My mother used to lie. He didn't treat people, and if he was lying, then why would so many people spend money on him? And why mother does not want to treat me and my friend when he is treating the whole world? Now my last hope is my mother's maid. She and I saw when I left. The next day called me and asked, "What was your problem? Why were you crying?" He also nurtured me like a mother. He took care of me from childhood. Mother was busy with the girls all day. I told him everything. I went to his room, I said, "Help me." He said that I will not help you, because I think this work is wrong. I mean, that's what I said. He said that he means I will not tell you. Then the mother closed her mouth. Mother asked him why you came with your face covered. Then he lied that his face was watering. That's why he came with a face. A strange spot has become, and he put medicine in the mouth. Mother was busy with work. Then he did not ask a second time. The maid told me, "Tomorrow you will tie your face and go." I have said the reason for the cover up first. That's why he will not ask you anything. I said that I feel very afraid. But he told me, "You have to do it. You have to stand there. If you ask a question, shake your head and answer. Even tomorrow, there is nothing like that. Only one patient has an appointment. So you will know everything yourself, honey. You will get answers to all your questions. And when your mother will know everything, tell him I'm leaving this job forever. And I do not need to do this now. This work earns a lot of money. But there are many problems." I bandaged my face and covered my face and left the next day. Mother did not ask anything. I saw the room from the inside. The atmosphere was like an operation theater. The big machine fell. When the father said that there is a bed and some cupboards, a woman came and said that she needed to be with her mother. Mom said that you should look at her report. When I read his report, it was still written in a word that she can never be a mother. And she was also told to have a test tube baby. All these words were written there. So what mother did all this work? But how did the mother? Mother is not a doctor. Mother asked the woman, "Do you want to do everything on your own?" He said, "I cannot hear anyone chirping in the house. I cannot hear anyone's insult. I know this baby belongs to my groom and not someone else. Because when I become a mother, when the baby is born, everyone will think that it is my groom's baby. I'm going crazy when I hear it." I put my hands on my face in fear. This means the mother does the work of the test tube baby. That means that this treatment has been going on for so long that these children are not their grooms. That's why mother brought such a big expensive machine. And the surprising thing is that the women themselves would have agreed to this work. This village is a small village. There is so much wisdom among the people of this village. That's why they agreed. Or because of the fear of hearing the baja or the oppression of women who play the baja. They agreed to do this because of what was heard. Then the woman left. I opened my mouth and my mom was shocked and upset. This is why my mother did not want to treat me. Because she didn't want me to give birth to anyone else's child other than my husband's. As far as I know, what mom was doing was wrong. I told him a lot of things. I said, "You are doing a lot of mistakes, mom. You are cheating people, they are cheating all their lives." Mother said that what I am doing is wrong. Because these are children and these children have a right to come into this world. I am bringing happiness in the life of a woman even with wrong actions. People are stopping calling him Baja. What could be better than this? Common people are still against the test tube because they think it's the next baby. Yes, it is the latter, but I tell women everything. I have no other way. I tell him that I'm going to give birth to the baby. It's not her groom's but someone else's baby, someone else's little life. I tell women I have no other way. They want to come into this world and I don't hide these things from women. They contact me. That's why they pay so much. And I can't do all this with you. I told my mother, I do not know whether you are right or wrong. But your mate told me that he will not do this with you. He left this job for life. I don't know if my mother was right or wrong. Only I came back from their in-laws. I felt strange in front of the common people was doing this work at the risk of his life. And if anyone found out, he would be so angry that he would take revenge. And then what did mother? But after a year, the mother gave up that job. It seems that he could not do the work alone after leaving his job. That's why he left that job. I have not told this to anyone, not even my father. I told my husband that I will never be a mother. He was silent after hearing that. She said, "Okay, what will happen will be seen." After 4 years, I had no children here. But I pray to God. Because when you pray to God, it never comes back. One day He will surely listen to me. With His blessing, I will be a mother one day. You all pray for me. Thanks, guys. Watch the video in full.